Left or right, Jungkook's voice was steady, almost indifferent. But you still flinched. Your fingers gripped the hem of your dress as your heart skipped a beat. It had been years, yet the memory of that night still haunted you. His confession of being a mafia boss, the blood, the fear in his eyes when he thought you would leave. Swallowing hard, you whispered, "Right." Without a word, Jungkook turned the wheel, his expression unreadable. You stole a glance at him. He looked the same, sharp jawline, dark eyes, the same cold but controlled demeanor. But deep down, you knew better. He had changed. Taehyung let out a deep sigh as he ended the call. He had tried the last employee hoping for some information about you, but no one knew where you were. His fingers curled into fists as he looked up at Jisoo, who stood in front of him with his head hung low. "She's not at the office either," Taehyung muttered. "No one has seen her for hours." Jisoo swallowed hard, his hands trembling. "It's all my fault," he choked out, his voice barely above a whisper. Taehyung frowned. "What are you talking about?" Jesu lifted his head, tears welling in his eyes. I was so harsh to her today. I called her during school. She said she couldn't come to my parent-teacher meeting because of work, and I said terrible things to her. "What did you say, Jesu?" Taehyung's expression darkened. "I told her I hated her." Jesu sobbed, gripping his hair. "That she always puts work before me. I didn't mean it, I swear, Young. I was just so upset. But what if she is in trouble now and it's all because of me?" Taehyung clenched his jaw, his anger bubbling. "Jisoo, do you even realize how hard she works for you? She sacrifices everything to make sure you have a good future. And this is how you repay her?" Jisoo hiccuped through his sobs, nodding. I know, I was stupid, but now she's missing and I don't know what to do." Taehyung took a deep breath, trying to suppress his frustration. "We will find her," he said firmly. "I'll deal with you later, but right now we need to focus on finding her." He grabbed his coat, throwing it over his shoulders, and stormed towards the door. Jisoo wiped his tears and quickly followed. Just as they stepped outside, the screech of tires filled the air. The black car pulled up in front of the house. The doors opened and you stepped out looking exhausted yet composed. Jungkook emerged from the driver's side, his dark eyes scanning the area before landing on you. Jisoo gasped and ran towards you, throwing his arms around you in a tight hug. "Nona, I was so worried. I thought something happened to you." You smiled softly, patting his back. "I'm fine, Jisoo. I just had extra work at the office and my phone was switched off." Jungkook stood silently, his gaze fixed on you, unreadable. Taehyung, who had been standing by the door, immediately bowed as soon as he saw Jungkook. "Mr. John," Taehyung greeted respectfully. Jungkook gave him a small nod but kept his focus on you and Jisoo. Jisoo pulled back from the hug and turned to Jungkook, bowing slightly. "Thank you for bringing my sister home, sir." Jungkook gave a curt nod. "It was my responsibility." Jisoo brightened. "Please come inside. It's late, and you must be tired." Jungkook hesitated, glancing at you. You remained silent, your eyes downcast. Before he could refuse, Taehyung spoke up. "You should come in, sir. Have some coffee before you leave." Jungkook sighed and reluctantly agreed. "Just for a few minutes." As you stepped inside, you wordlessly made your way upstairs, disappearing into your room. Jungkook's gaze followed you until you were out of sight. Something in his chest tightened. Jisoo motioned him for him to sit. "I'll bring coffee." Jungkook raised a hand. "No need. I should be heading back soon." Taehyung stepped inside, glancing at Jisoo with sharp eyes. Jisoo immediately looked down, guilt evident on his face. "We will talk about this later," Taehyung muttered, making Jisoo gulp. Jisoo, unable to hold back his emotions, sat in front of Jungkook, head in his hands. "I was such a horrible brother today," he mumbled. "Nuna always does everything for me, and I hurt her." Jungkook's brows furrowed. "What exactly happened?" Jesus sniffled and explained. "I had a parent-teacher meeting today, and I wanted her to come. But she said she had work and I got mad. I said horrible things to her and even told her I hated her. And now she won't even look at me. Jungkook's entire body stiffened. His mind raced back to earlier today when you had requested a half day off. He had assumed it was for a date with James and had denied your request. But in reality, you had asked for the leave for Jisoo. His breath hissed and his hands clenched into fists. The weight of his The weight of his misunderstanding crashed down on him like a storm. Jisoo, Jungkook said after a long pause. Take care of your sister. Don't let her overwork herself. Jisoo nodded quickly. I will help, I promise. Jungkook stood up abruptly. I should go. Taehyung escorted him to the door. Thank you for bringing her home. Jungkook gave a small nod and stepped outside. As soon as he sat inside his car, he let out a deep sigh, his head falling back against the seat. He closed his eyes, but the second he did, a painful memory played in his mind like a haunting film. A memory he had been running from for 5 years. A memory that still tormented him. A single tear escaped the corner of his eye as he clenched his jaw, gripping the steering wheel. He leaned on his seat and closed his eyes when all the things flashed in front of like a movie. His and your past.